Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe and everything you need to know about me. It's in the description below. This will be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay. Hope you all are doing wonderful. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Thank you for your like, share, subscribes, and your kind support. Okay. Okay, the first card we have here, I have a dream interpretation deck, and I have number 30. I have time. So there is an energy of maybe you being very concerned with time. Maybe you are someone who's concerned with aging, getting older. Maybe you're concerned about where your life personally. This could be something that you often reflect on, where you are, where you desire to be. You could also reflect maybe on your childhood, your upbringing, with youth right here. You could also be someone who reflects on the way you were raised, different memories of your childhood, different things that remind you of being youthful. So maybe you are concerned. You have some concerns or either some kind of worry. Sometimes you could put yourself into a fit of anxiety. Sometimes you may be putting yourself, collective, into a fit of anxiety. So Spirit is saying, be wise and do not allow the idea of always being overly concerned with time and timing. Some people refer to time and some people don't. Some people believe in it and some people don't, is what I mean by that statement. Okay. There are some people who only, are concerned about time as if they have something important to do. Okay. So they want you to also to take your time. You could be someone who's always rushing, or you feel like you are being rushed. And so there's a need for you to learn how to relax. Spirit is saying you don't need to move about being overly extended into the future, overly stressed, worried, and having anxiety about, later, further ahead. They want you to remain present. And so they want you to come out of this energy of being worried and full of anxiety. Okay. And so they're saying for you not to focus on time, for you to remain present and to remain grateful. Okay. And if there's a need for you to also redirect your energy and to find some things to lighten your mood. Some kind of leisure activity, some kind of activity, instead of you focusing on time, that would maybe put you in the energy of, that childlike energy, something fun, something youthful, whether it's going to an arcade, getting up and dancing. Maybe you want to paint, maybe you want to draw, just about anything, roll around on the floor. Buy you some toys and play with them, or, start a collection. Okay. There are adults who still collect Hot Wheel vehicles. Like, they have real groups and organizations who collect these cars. Okay. That maybe toddlers play with. There are people who really take their car collections very seriously. So, maybe play a video game or have a game night. It can be cards, a board game, but there's a need for you to relax and not be so rigid. Spirit is saying there's too much focus on when in the end, and they want you to focus on here and now. Okay. And so the next card that we have here is keys. And so as you see, this person has a very big key that is being placed in this hand here. So it looks like there's a need for you to position yourself to be in alignment to receive some sort of information. As I mentioned at the beginning, I said that you're someone who could be possibly reflecting a lot, reflecting on your childhood, reflecting on things you experienced, reflecting on maybe things that occurred or things that happened to you, things you thought that were unfair to you. But Spirit is saying for you to work on staying present, staying grateful, and when you do go into reflection mode, to only focus on the positive and not the negative. You cannot get the past back. The past is gone. You can choose to surrender if you have any pain you have experienced, or maybe it's just a memory that you just don't like thinking about. Well, you can surrender that energy and move forward and unlock the stagnation in your life. So that's what this key is present for. Thank you, Spirit. It's for you to unlock the stagnation that you feel in your life, collective. There is something that you are going through or you are experiencing, and you feel like either it's not giving you the result you want to see. Maybe you feel it's not moving fast enough for you. And Spirit is saying this is self inflicted. You need to remain grateful and focus on the positive, the things that are working for you. Okay. And as I always inform the collective, no matter who you are or what your belief system is, all are always welcome on this channel. You have to always, you know, assume and know. Assume and know that there's always a higher power working for you on your behalf. Does not matter what your belief system is. You have to trust this and know this. People worldwide, we all will experience some kind of dis-ease or some kind of challenge that doesn't make us comfortable, we don't like, but it's something we have to experience. We are put here to learn and to grow, and the only way to learn and to grow is to have these experiences. And so Spirit is saying there's an easier way. Okay. And so these keys are to unlock the stagnation that you feel that is placed in your life. Now, this could be when it comes to your finances, your career. This could be something with your personal love life. Maybe there's something going on within your relationship. Maybe you feel you and your spouse have not been getting along. You want things to be better. Or maybe you're seeking some kind of refuge from being in connections that are unhealthy for you. That's for someone that needs to hear it. So this could also be maybe you're not getting along with family. Maybe there's someone from your past. This could be maybe a parental figure. This could be a parent of yours, a sibling. Okay, this could be an aunt, an uncle, a cousin. Maybe there's a relative that you often reflect on, and the connection and the relationship that you had, it just was not pleasant. And it has left a negative imprint on your spirit. And so there's a need for you to let bygones be bygones be bygones, excuse me, Spirit is saying, because the past is the past. And I'm also picking up that you are not even in contact with this person or these people, whether it's a family friend or a lover. You're not even no longer in contact. So what's needed is for you to be mindful of your thoughts and work on aligning yourself and remaining grounded. And like they said, they're saying do something to redirect your energy and your attention. There's always something going on that we're not in agreement of, and we can all agree on that itself. But we're only in control of ourselves. So the best thing you can do every moment that you're given breath, that you're given an opportunity to open your eyes and still be here on planet Earth, no matter what you feel about yourself or what's going on with you currently, the best thing you could always do is give yourself the best shot and the best chance. And that's why I bring up gratitude, just being grateful and thankful and coming out of the energy of complaining or looking for things to complain about. Take what you have and work with it. Trouble does not last always. We are always in the energy of evolution. Metamorphoses are constantly taking place inside and outside all around of us all the time. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, it is not going to be the same forever. Okay. So there's something here about getting away from complaining for someone. So take the pieces that resonate for you. Getting away from the energy of wanting to complain and being unsatisfied. I'm picking up on the energy of someone who is a complainer. Collective, this may be your energy or someone that you know. And when I say complain, I'm speaking of someone who complains about everything. No matter what you do, how you do it, everything's a problem. So if this isn't your energy, this could be someone that you know. You're out to dinner. That tastes salty. The food is cold. I don't like that drink. Just someone who's always complaining. They complain about the restaurant food. When they're in their own house, they're complaining. Oh, it's hot in here. Oh, it's cold in here. Oh, I don't like that movie. Turn that song off. Or I don't like that outfit. And, just I'm picking up on the energy of someone who's repetitively just negative, very negative, so negative they can be draining for people to be around. And there could be people who are in this person's presence on a regular basis and feel that way, really feel like they're being drained. Like when they see them pulling up to the family gathering or see them pulling up in the driveway, it's like, oh, here they come. Here come they complaining ass. Here they come. Here they come. They're like a bag of bones, a bag of bones. They just never have nothing pleasant to say. So, like I said, this could be someone maybe this is someone in your family that pulls up and everybody say, everybody had a look on their face. Nobody says nothing, but there's that look, that special look, like the eye contact, like, here they come. Yeah, here they come. And when they enter the room, the complaining starts. The negative energy just bursts in there. Your energy arrives, in the location before you get there anyway. It works like that. And before they even enter, the idea and thought that they are coming, the ambiance starts to take a massive shift. And everybody either, give me another shot, give me another beer, I'm gonna make this run right quick. Everybody like kind of finds something else to do to distract the thought that we have to deal with so and so today. Okay. That's for somebody Pacific. This could be that one family member. Now, this could be the family member that's like maybe the oldest uncle, the oldest aunt. Maybe they are the matriarch of the family and everyone has so much respect. Nobody's going to back talk them or tell them no. So people kind of humbly deal with them and they're complaining and nagging, but it's quite annoying and it's draining. Okay. So, it's collective. So spirit wants you to work on redirecting your energy to positive activities and positive thoughts and not be overly concerned with the future. Stay present. And it may sound hard, but as you work on yourself, take one step at a time. There are a lot of things you can do to work on that, starting with not complaining, not engaging in gossip. And when you go into reflection mode, when that past energy come up, only focus on the good times. If you want to do some visualization of when you were a child, visualize the good moments. I don't care if you say, well, I only have one. Well, saturate yourself in that one moment. Other than that, if you're not writing a book or doing something to transmute that energy, let's leave the negative energy behind because I'm picking up that you don't even deal with these people. So that's a positive. You have taken the initiative and the step to not deal with these people who maybe made you feel as if, you weren't good enough or I don't know, maybe they were competitive with you or maybe there was favoritism. There could be a lot of things going on. So that's for somebody. I'm getting a whole lot of energy here. Let's tap into the tarot here. What else the collective needs to know about this time, this usefulness, and the keys to unlock the stagnation so it can be removed. Okay? Yes. If it falls on the floor, I'm going to pick it up. Okay? That's just laziness. Oh, if it falls on the floor, that means this gonna happen. No, that just means you don't feel like bending down to get it. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. You're gonna pick your card up eventually. See, we tell ourselves all kind of lies and but everyone's in their own bubble. Sometimes you have to do what you don't feel like doing. It's hey, that's just what it is. But either way, with the Seven of Pentacles, which I love seeing the Seven of Pentacles here, collective, because as she or he is watering these beautiful plants here, that is another wonderful thing. If you're into plants, maybe you want to purchase a new one, one that you're good at growing, one that'll sprout out so far that you can go and propagate 3-4 times. But either way, maybe you want to add, some plants to your home or to your room or that one particular space in your house wherever you're at a lot. Plants are very good for the ambiance and for the energy. They give oxygen, they help clean the air. Plants are very good. Okay, so if you're into that, or if not, maybe you may say, look, I don't know nothing about plants. Well, you know what? Start with a succulent. Start with a succulent plant, just one plant. They're very easy to manage, they're very easy to grow. And once you conquer that, you'll be ready to move along. Okay, or any kind of hang plant or trail plant for that matter. But yeah, purchasing a plant and putting some lively nature into your home or your space where you are at the most. Okay, because there is an energy of you, as we're speaking about, you feeling unsatisfied, and waiting. There's a contemplation on time, waiting for things to change, waiting for things to shift. Someone's waiting to get proposed to. Okay, well, if you feel you've been in that connection too long, well, hey, you have free will to do whatever you please. Okay, okay, if you feel you've been in that connection too long, you have free will to do whatever you please. And that's all that they're telling me. Everyone has different belief systems. Some people believe in marriage, some people don't. And all are welcome on this channel. But if you feel you've been waiting and waiting with this time here in this Four of Cups for someone to propose to you because you want to get married, and you're like, look, it's been too long. You still, Spirit is saying, they're telling me to repeat it. You have free will to do whatever you want to do. So it's like, while you're very overly concerned about time, you can stop wasting time and make a move. Make a move, whatever move is right for you. I don't have to tell you what move to make. You have free will to do whatever move you feel will make you happy, because one thing we can't do is force things that does not fit. And when we try to force things that don't fit, especially in relationships, we often find friction somewhere down the line, resentment and major regret. So if you feel you've been there, and you're like, okay, you know, they're letting you know your answer is in the amount of time you've been waiting. Okay? That's your answer for that. That's for somebody who wants someone to propose to them or wants someone to marry them. And this could be a male or a female figure. So put that where it resonates. Okay? Because what you are doing when someone is showing you who they are, in the words of great Maya Angelou, and you don't believe them, what you are doing, you are creating a false narrative of this person doing something, showing you that they don't love you. It's like you're zhuzhing up the pot, and they're letting you know where you stand with them. They're showing you who they are. If they have not given you what you already talked about, because I'm picking up, you've had this conversation several times. And if they're ignoring your requests and the conversation that you've had, that's your answer right there. Excuse me. That's your answer. So, if you're into sacrificing yourself and you're concerned about time and wasting time, and you don't want the keys to unlock the stagnation in your love life, which means you would have to remove what doesn't fit for you, whatever relationship that you are in, and it's not resonating, they're not committing, they're not showing you they want to move forward. In order for the new opportunity to come in, you have to, clear the pathway. You have to release the old energy, and then you'll send out the signal that you're ready for someone new. That's how that works. That new person that is for you is not going to arrive while you're still in a relationship, committed relationship, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So they're saying opportunity is waiting for you, great opportunity, the right person, not the wrong person. Okay. And so we have the Empress energy here. So you are desiring to be in an energy, especially what I was speaking of earlier. If you're concerned about aging or growing old, and you want to know where will you be in the future, or, maybe you're making plans for your future, there's nothing wrong with preparation. But to overly extend yourself in only one area of your life, which is, stressing yourself about the future, because this is not the energy of planning. I'm picking up the energy of someone having anxiety. Spirit wants you to trust and believe. You see how this Empress here is relaxing and painting. And I said earlier, you need to redirect your energy, do something fun. I said draw, paint, color. And so you see the Empress here. She's painting and she's smiling. And she looks like she could possibly, maybe, because there's a lot of people who are dyeing their hair silver now, so it's hard to tell. Even though it's a tarot card, who would have known that we live to see people dyeing their hair a color that it's going to be naturally one day anyway? But this person is painting. She looks happy. She looks very relaxed, and Spirit wants you to be in that energy. Okay? So, because energy goes where the mind flows. And so, if you're able to maintain your frequency and see the cup half full throughout your life, not pretending, we're not talking about pretending, we're not talking about blocking out what's going on with you in your reality, but no matter what comes your way, no matter what kind of curveball is thrown at you, that you see the cup half full, that you're trusting that there's a higher power working for you on your behalf. Whether it's Holy Spirit, Source God Creator, your ancestors, whether it's Archangel Michael, whomever you refer to, okay? You have to have unwavering faith, and you have to work on, not allowing different things that occur in your life to make you feel as if the same God that blessed you last year or 5 years ago or 7 years ago is not present today. Okay? Same God. Ty Tribbett. What's his name? Ty Tribbett? Tribbett? Did I say his name right? Your gospel singer? The same God. Yeah, the same one. I hear a song just playing in my head. Yeah, the same one that blessed you previously in your life is the same one that's going to carry you forward. So I could give you all the motivation and inspiration, but you have to find a way to keep your own pilot inside of you lit. That's that special thing about this life here on planet Earth. No matter who we are, or where we come from, or what our upbringing was like, we have to find our own way as we develop into resilient beings to keep our pilot lit. We have to keep our own fire lit. It's work. It takes work. It takes application. It takes being practical. You have to apply yourself. You have to go through some things. Sometimes go through the fire. You have to, tough it out. It will be moments that you don't like. It will be situations that you feel are unfavorable. But that does not mean it's the end all be all because one event occurred. Collective, you need to know this life is about different events. That's what it's about. All kinds on different levels. You pass one course, you go to another one. You pass that one, you're going to go higher, and you're going to go higher, and you're going to go higher. That's what it's supposed to be. It's the school of life. So the energy of the Six of Wands, this is victory, accomplishment, and success. So you could be concerned about meeting a particular accomplishment. And Spirit is saying it is all possible and it's already done and it's right here. But they want you to change your mind so you can change your life. So you can be given the keys to release the stagnation. Whether it's love, finances, your retirement, future, where you're going to live, who's going to take care of you, God will provide. God will provide. We don't care what benefits are illusionally cut off. Ain't no benefits cut off if you believe that. You will eat every day. Yes, I said it. You're supposed to have these experiences so that you'll be able to grow and learn and become wiser and smarter and more resilient and be able to accomplish your accomplishments. Because your experiences in these events is what is going to make you wiser. And you'll be able to apply the knowledge from each event as you move forward, as well as pass it on and help somebody else sharpen their iron, whether it's your child or your grandchildren. Are they gonna do what? Oh, I know what to do. Break out the beans and rice. They're gonna do what? Oh, I know what to do. Call so and so and we're gonna get a ladder. You see what I'm saying? They gonna do what, girl? Come over here and let me do your hair. You ain't gotta go over there. There is a way. God will provide. Someone needs to hear that. That's what somebody. Yes, I just said it. Okay. Okay. You gonna eat. You ain't gonna be hungry. Change your mind. You can change your life. You know what? It's just look. And I crack jokes on this channel and I laugh over here. Everybody gonna learn how to cook. Think about that. For those who say, I don't know how to cook, I bet you will learn how to cook. I don't care if it's one dish. I bet you will learn how to cook. I bet you will learn how to prepare something. And I'm making a joke and I'm speaking the truth. Because it's too much. Too much of this energy being projected, and it's got people furious and worried. Don't let it get you down, baby. Take what you got and work it. Trouble don't last always. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm telling you, these will be moments that you'll be able to look back and share with somebody else and teach them how to survive, how to thrive, how to make it through, how to make it over. Yeah. Yeah. The Five of Swords is loss, conflict. So Spirit doesn't want you to be in conflict or feeling like there's a loss. This is the time, this challenge is being presented to people while you think you have a loss because they want you to be resilient and resourceful. So now it's time to tap into your gifts and see how smart and wise you are. Are you going to crash out, get on social media and throw threats about what you're going to do? Or are you going to calm down and get in the kitchen and learn how to cook? Oh, meals that go in big pots and things that can last for more than one day. I don't care what it is. That's what Spirit is saying. Meals that go in big pots and things that can last for more than one day. You never know where your goal lies, and life is so amazing and God is so good. When, one situation can pivot you in a direction that can actually bless you and open up your mind and shift your perception and lead you somewhere you never thought would be, but it would take you somewhere that, could create a source of income for you or make you very successful and abundant. There are some people sitting on some gifts with me saying all this, and they're being stubborn about utilizing these gifts. This is for some people in Pacific. There are some people that are very gifted in many different areas. The list is long. We don't have enough time for me to name them. But anything you can think of that a person could be gifted with, I'm talking about that too. But there are a lot of people who are sitting on their gifts. They are sitting on their talent. There are people who are telling themselves what they can't do. They're telling themselves this. And when these situations in the economy or in the world are arriving, and you're constantly being projected and reminded about what kind of change is going to happen, or someone's taking something from you, and then you got other people on there talking about what they're going to do, and whatever they're about to do is going to get them in trouble with the law. So I wouldn't follow them. Or I wouldn't follow them. These challenges are not coming to harm you or hurt you. They're really coming to bless you if you can shift your mind and your perception and go ahead and tap into those gifts and those skills that you have. I don't care if you're a beautician that know how to do nothing but 2 hairstyles. You better start doing them and advertising them and see what you can pull up out of that. Yeah, I said that. Because there are stylists who only know how to do certain things. And there are some people who are good at what they do and they're telling themselves that they can't do it. Maybe you are a barber and maybe you know how to do maybe 1 or 2 different kind of cuts. Guess what? You can get paid for that. Maybe you got a truck or a vehicle, or maybe you got a bunch of lawn equipment, and so what? The seasons are changing. People still need their leaves raked. People need garages and attics and basements cleaned out. Y'all making me go down the list. People need babysitters, child care. Somebody got a big old house and extra room. Clean that house up, put some toys down there, start you a daycare business. You don't need that many. You just need a few parents who gonna trust you, you trust them, and do what you gotta do. There's a lot of skill and talent. Some people think they're too cool to use their gifts. Some people are afraid to be seen a certain way, Spirit is saying. But you're very gifted and talented and very skillful. And people have complimented you. And I've spoken on this several times in a lot of reads. But it's needing to be reiterated for a reason. So that's why I'm sharing it. That's why I'm repeating it. Now they're saying somebody is afraid of what they're going to look like. What? Someone's a great cook, a wonderful cook. You let everybody else come and say, ooh, that tastes good. You better make some samples and go up in the barbershops and like, I got samples. I sell dinner. Y'all ever need lunch, call me. Put in your order ahead of time. You can be cooking while them babies are asleep. I don't care how many kids you got. Ooh. I'm just naming examples. It don't have to be nothing I'm naming. I'm naming examples. You never know where your gold lies. But whenever you are witnessing any form of chaos in your life, inside of you, outside of you, as above, so below, as within, so without. But everything, duality is in everything. Find the light in the situation. Find the solution in the chaos. Be the peace. Be still. Get those downloads. Work on those gifts. Stop being ashamed. Who cares what the cool kids are talking about? Because the cool kids got their calculator trying to figure it out just like you are right now. And I don't care what they driving or where they live. When you last seen them. So-and-so got it going on. No. Who cares? Be as brave as a person selling water on the street, bottled water. Who cares what it looked like? What matters is how many dollars are you collecting? And did you do good today? And what other area can you go to? Oh boy. It looks like, collective, that the anxiety and the frustration of what's going on about your future, about your relationship, is this person going to ever marry me? It looks like the projection of things you are observing, witnessing, and hearing is creating some kind of emotional frustration within you. So it's got you focused on timing so much, where the things that you want to conquer, you want it to happen right now. You want to hurry up right now. But Spirit is saying you have to apply yourself and hurry up and wait. This is a message to be encouraged and be brave. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself, because that's how it goes. Everything you put out comes back. This is a message to be brave and be encouraged. And so that's what it is. It's the projection of the energy that you're hearing on the television, the conversations of people huddling in the supermarkets or at the gas stations about the price of chicken, the price of gas, and what they're going to do here. And it's creating a stir. It's making you furious, spiritually and energetically speaking. And so you could feel sometimes, some days you're good and some days you're not. You're like, I don't know where this is coming from. So sometimes we have to turn that noise off. We have to turn that television off. I mentioned the other day, leave your phone at home. Try it one day. Try it. It can be done. I know it's a challenge. Okay, don't go nowhere far. Somebody said they're going to take the trash out and leave the phone. Okay, look, that is a start. A win is a win. But you have to separate yourself from anything that is distracting you that much. Be mindful of allowing yourself to absorb so much negative energy. There is nothing we could do but the best we can and surrender the rest. Like straight up collective, there's nothing we could do. And look how fast the time and the days are going. So as much time as you're spending worrying about all these other things, Spirit wants you to take that, and that alone, the speeding of the time, how quick the days are going, and let that encourage you, let it influence you to bet on you while you're here on planet Earth. The best thing you can ever do is bet on you. Pour into yourself. Do the things you like and love. Do things to make you happy. Make sure you're surrounding yourself around people, places, and things that makes the collective happy. You could be a parental figure. You could have a small baby, a newborn, or a grandchild. Play with the children. They always want to play. I just said get into that childlike nature. Play with the babies. Gaga, goo goo. Whether they spitting, blowing bubbles, teething or not. Okay? Play with the kids. If you got pets, play with your animal. There's a need for you to get your focus off of what you are hearing. You're absorbing this energy. And it's got you in a stirred confusion. When in reality, this is your moment to expand. Right now, with everything that's going on, this is your moment to expand. When they are roaming, be still. When they are still, it's a good time to roam. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. But yeah, I picked up that there are people, Spirit saying there are a lot of people who are sitting on their gifts. And this is the time to work on those things, start that business, start that hustle, that side hustle that you can do for, get busy. And someone is worried about support. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, like I've shared before, your support may not come from your family and friends. I'm picking up someone who's possibly tried to begin some kind of side hustle or hobby, and maybe you felt you weren't supported. Usually the people who know you, people who've grown up with you, they're not going to support you. They're not. The people that are going to support you or patronize your business, doesn't matter what it is, are going to be total strangers. Are going to be total strangers, and they're not hard to find. If you build it, they will come. Because I'm picking up someone is sitting here thinking about that, looking at the read, thinking about that, and it's crossing your mind like, I did it before. I bought all that stuff, and this. You have to. You can't give up that quick. Now you started it for a month and gave up. You got to stay at it. That's the goal. You can ask any entrepreneur or business owner, and I use entrepreneurs. This is a great example. You can ask anyone that owns a store. Okay, anywhere that sells any kind of merchandise. Their business thrives on how many sales they make. They will tell you, I don't care what kind of store it is, a shoe store, a clothing store, a grocery store, a gas station. They will tell you there are some days I make nothing and some days I make a lot. Some days I make a little and some days I make something. There's ups and downs, peaks and highs and lows. But the goal is to keep going. They don't give up after 30 days and say, oh, we're just going to close the supermarket down. No, you keep going. You don't give up. And when you are at that heightened moment in your hustle or in your career, that's when you take the opportunity to put something to the side. And that's when you take the opportunity to increase your ability to be frugal with your finances. That's where you learn, just because you receive a large profit of something doesn't mean it's time to call everybody, let's go out, bottles on me. No, no, no. Sometimes you have to put that back into the business. You have to invest. I'm about to say something. Ooh, wait. I'm about to say something so hood. Sometimes you gotta re-up with that, man. Now, and there it is, because that's what I do. But this reading is for you to be encouraged. Spirit wants y'all to be encouraged. I thought this reading at the beginning was like, but no, this reading is the divine wants us all to be encouraged, collective. You're gonna always hear, we all are gonna always hear or see something we don't like. But don't let it get your drawers in a bunch. Just simply don't. It is all a test. And the one that, stays grounded and knows and learns how to remain calm is the one who will receive enlightenment and know which way to go. You'll be chill like, oh, I'm going to water my plants today. How are you doing? Well, everything's fine in my world. Oh, Peachy King. When there's a lot of chaos going on, Peachy King, everything is lovely. Isn't it beautiful? That kind of energy. You cannot let the ways of this world move you, okay? Because there are going to be times where you feel things aren't fair, or maybe somebody done you unfair, but you don't let one event dictate how you are going to live your life. One event. Mm-mm. 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 Somebody need to watch The Simpsons. Somebody need to watch The Simpsons, yo. Mm-mm-mm. If you caught that, you caught it. But somebody need to watch The Simpsons and have them a glass of water and relax. You don't have to live your life feeling like you're on guard all the time. That is no way to live. Life is enough by itself. And basically, Spirit is saying for you to be mindful, once again, of inflicting this stagnation onto yourself. Don't allow the illusional chaos. I'm going to call it illusional chaos, because we all are different. And it's about how you receive different events. And as much as I laugh in these videos, I'm like this in real life. I'm going to laugh through all this ish. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to laugh about it. Because it's quite funny to me. It's quite funny to me, But we all on different levels. I'm going to laugh about it. Queen of Pentacles. We have all these wealth cards out here and comfort cards, all these cards of abundance and royalty and leadership. While everyone is focused on chaos and complaining about what's not happening and they gonna act up and they gonna turn up, this is the time for you to go into your Eight of Pentacles and stay focused on yourself. Never mind what anyone is doing. And you don't have to announce nothing to nobody. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need to tell nobody, I'm about to do so. You don't need to do all that. Figure out what it is you want to do and go for it. Go for the goal. While everybody focused looking over there, you over here. And by the time they look your way, you done. It's like being in grade school and the teacher like, first one finished can leave early. You like, I'm done. And the whole class, the rest of the class there with their head down. But you're finished. You're the only one with your hand up. That type energy. Like, I'm done, teacher. All right, you have permission to leave. I'm done. You never know. You may look up and be working for yourself. Building generational wealth. Passing it on, showing your children and your grandchildren how to establish themselves and how to build and create. We have the Empress and the Emperor. So if you're desiring, to be married, there's nothing wrong with that. To each his own. There's nothing wrong with that. There go your partner right there. But you have to remove what isn't for you, what does not resonate with you, this current relationship, so that the right partner can enter your life. We have the Emperor and the Empress out here. 2 leadership cards, abundance, authority, The Emperor and the Empress. Like, come on now. Leadership, structure. This is masculine power, feminine power, prosperity, nurturing, caring, very abundant, very well connected and established. If the reading is for whomever is seeking, to be in union, you want to make sure that you are equally yoked, that you're on the same page. You don't want to be in a connection where you're forcing yourself to be in a situation with someone who really wants you to wait because you feel like this person, as I said earlier, has been having you wait. And it has nothing to do with them cheating. I'm not picking that up. Nobody's cheating here. This is someone who is just not ready. The person you are with currently, they're just not ready, collective. They're not ready. So don't allow what you are hearing in the media to force you to marry or make a commitment to someone who's just not ready. And whatever reason they're not ready, it has nothing to do with you, Spirit is saying. This person could feel insecure within themselves. This could be financial. This could be spiritually. This could be something that stems from their childhood that has nothing to do with you or nobody else that they know at this time. But it's nothing about this person cheating. I'm not picking that up. They're just not ready. And they are in this connection with you, this relationship with you, and not popping the question because you have allowed it. So Spirit is saying if that's what you want, you're going to have to release them and leave the door open. Silk Sonic, leave the door open for a new energy to arrive. Your match, once again, for that new energy to arrive. The energy that you've dreamed of and imagined as a small child or a young kid, fantasizing about getting married and having your own family. You want to make sure it's the right person, not the wrong person. You don't want to be so pressed and be in a situation that have you stressed and a mess. Okay, so clearly, collective, this reading is just simply for everyone to be encouraged. And that what we are seeing, it is not what it looks like. It's all an illusion. And so here's the sauce. Free game, here it comes. The goal is for you to fall for the woe is me, the chaos energy, and give up. That's the goal. You could do that or take this moment to build, create, manifest, establish yourself, make some changes, work on self-awareness, and continue to develop yourself as a person, as a human being. So we have an option. We always have an option. Once again, you can either fall into the illusion of the chaos that's going on or use this moment, take what you have, I don't care what it is, and continue to work on progressing in your own life. Building, creating, manifesting, establishing, cleansing, losing weight, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Writing a book, whatever, starting a podcast, doing hair, doing nails, whatever it is. Maybe it's something you want to learn. Okay, somebody said they want to paint. Well, go on and paint that room then. Go on. You got paint sitting in your house and talking about you ain't did it. Well, there you go. That'll really keep you busy. And just take your time. Wax on, wax off. This concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good later.